Well, hello and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner for tea and taro. Cheers. It's a little bit hot. I did take a big swig earlier by mistake. I won't say I burnt my tongue, but it was a bit hot. So I shall have to be careful and sip it gently. Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you've all had a good weekend. I've had a quiet weekend. Managed to get my laundry out yesterday, mostly dry. It was still high humidity, not really, really high. I think it was in the 70s, and there was a breeze, so it stood a chance. So most of it got dried, and it was out all day. Well, all day. I say all day. It gets dark early, so it came in probably probably about 3:30 in the afternoon, because otherwise it starts getting dark. Today, ooh, we've had some lovely sunshine and blue skies. First thing. And then it clouded over and we've got dark clouds. So, yeah, I'm hoping for sunshine tomorrow. I don't know, but I hope. The sheep are still mooching around. The only bird I've seen is one sparrow on one of the telephone lines. And I haven't seen any of them. I haven't seen the crows, the seagulls, the starlings. None of the other ones. Just one solitary sparrow. So I don't know where they all are. They're not out the back anyway. There's a bit of a breeze. I don't know which way which way it's going, to know whether they've gone somewhere else out of it, but it's not strong, the breeze. Yeah, it's funny how sometimes they're around and sometimes they're not around. Um, they might be in a tree somewhere or another hedge. I quite like to see them. I quite like to see the sparrows sort of dotting around on the ground when they're looking for seeds. Um, and they're just all sort of hopping around on the ground. They're quite sweet. Hmm. Should do. Oh, that's cooling down now. Didn't get my cards out, did I? I'm half prepared. I am half prepared, but only half. Well, half is better than not prepared at all, isn't it? Right. Oh dear. Ooh. Hmm. The energy's running quite fast. Okay. What message do you have for us for Monday, the 17th of November, 2025, please? Oh, that one. This way up, that way up. First one out is, trying not to get it glary, trying to get it so you can read it, The Lovers. Are we having that one? Second card out, Knight of Swords. Right. Okay. Well, I'm looking at the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is get my teeth is leaping forward on a horse, which is always good. Just as I went to swig my tea, I saw it leave. I'm sure it's only when I'm doing these readings, you know, that I get completely tongue-tied. Leaping over obstacles. Shall have to enunciate, won't I, so I don't fall over my words. See him, yeah, on the horse, leaping over obstacles. So we're being carried along and we're being carried over. And again in that card, we've got the wind behind us. We get that with some of the cards, don't we? And in this one, not only are we leaping forward and not by our own power. The horse is leaping forward, it's taking us with it, right over all the obstacles that are in the way. And we've got the wind behind us. So we have a big push. And we have momentum. So we've done the bits we need to do, haven't we? And it's the things around us that are changing. Right. Where am I going with this Lovers card then? Can be relationships. But not for most of us. Oh yeah, we're blooming again. I do like it when we get a blooming card, and we are blooming. Lovers can be about balance, about masculine and feminine traits. I say traits, masculine and feminine energy, what we have categorized as masculine and feminine. Or what we perceive them to be, and dark and light. What else are you telling me with this? Look at where you're going. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what you want. I think we got that the other day, didn't we? We've got it again. Look at where you're going. Focus on what you want. Keep focusing on what you want. Keep looking at where you want to go. Yeah, always looking forward. Not getting caught up in the past. So some are still getting caught up in the history in the past, and some of it might be quite recent history. It's not letting it drag us back. It's not letting it suck us into who we were then, or the drama around situations, or the negative energy, or whatever it is. Or sometimes it can be positive, can't it? You look back, and we can get very polarized about the past, very, very sort of black and white, and we can look back at things and they can be negative, all negative, or we can look back and we can see them as entirely positive, and they might not be either. But we can also look back at good times and good things that happened, and sometimes we can crave them, especially if things aren't right now. We can crave the good things in the past, but when we have those memories, sometimes we don't have the entire picture. Like, in our memories, we've just kept the best bit and not all the other stuff around it. But also, sometimes, even if you try to recreate a previous situation, you because it was so good, it doesn't always work. Things have changed, things move on, people change, places change, situations change, and you can try and go back and make something happen again, and it won't necessarily happen again. Um, or you don't get the same amount of joy from it that you did then, because we were in a different headspace, you know. So, yeah, aim for new positive experiences, growth in new directions, new situations. Um, and don't be afraid to try new things. Um, and yeah, you're going to try new things, and some of them you're gonna say, "Oh, that was rubbish. I won't do that again." And some of them you're going to say, "That was fantastic. I had such a lovely time. I might try that again," or something similar. Um, yeah, definitely leaping forward. Keep your eye on your goals. There we are then.